What's your name?
My name is Bob Belinoff, and I made a movie called The Kitchen. And it's a documentary. It's about 7 minutes long, and it covers a day in the life of a kitchen, and it's about immigrant kitchen workers. And most of these people are of the same family. And there's hundreds of them who are connected and related and work in this restaurant in Albuquerque. And as I get older, I find that I move around less. So I look for subjects where I don't have to move, but people move around me. So I stand there with a camera, and there's a lot going on. And when I was younger filmmaker, I could run around. But now I'm an older filmmaker, so I look for, like I say, subjects that move around me. And then I get all this footage, and I just kind of put it together in a way that's most interesting to me. And thankfully, Arizona International also found it interesting.
So what first inspired you? I mean, were you in a restaurant and you just started talking to, people there, or what was your first experience that inspired this?
I have a good friend who runs 5 restaurants in Albuquerque, and he took me in the back of the kitchen, and I was just blown away by the interchange of the people and the way they all worked together. And later I learned out they were all related, so they all knew each other. But it was just a community, and I was always been fascinated by restaurants and cooking. So it was a natural, and I just stationed myself in one corner, got all the footage, and I was actually there for about 3 weeks, but it made it look like one day. I'm not supposed to say that.
That's movie making magic
That's
right
movie
there.
making,
Yeah.
yeah.
So have you found that your personal relationships have been, created opportunities for you to, find new subjects and create films before, or?
No, I'm a one-guy shop. I've made maybe 9 films. I started making films when I was 70. I'm almost 80, and I do it all myself because I spent a lifetime working with other people and coordinating stuff in allied communication fields. And now I don't want to work with anybody. I don't want to show up. I don't want any of the logistics. I don't want to have creative differences, and I don't have any. I do it all myself. I know enough moves to editing moves to make it work. I'm not an editor. I keep the camera set on automatic. I'm not a shooter. I'm a writer. But I'm also a graphic designer, so I have a sense of design. And I just do it all myself.
Okay. So you feel like your experience previously in graphic design and that type of thing, do you think that's, affected your filmmaking style?
Absolutely, because if I can make something look good and make it make sense, that's what movies are. Something that looks good and makes sense, makes someone else feel a continuity. And a lot of movies don't have a continuity of style, and I can do that. So yeah, it's interesting. I'm an ex-advertising guy from the '60s, Madison Avenue, New York stuff. So I understand the creative process all my life.
Wait, do you want us to scoot over a little bit? Okay. Okay, on that, so are you from here in Tucson? Are you from New York? Where do you reside now?
I reside outside a small town outside of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Moved there from New York 30 years ago, and I'm from Chicago.
Okay, so did you ever cover any stories or anything in Chicago? Did your career start there, or did your filmmaking
Started in
start?
Chicago, and that's where I learned design and a sense of the Bauhaus, which is the German design school, and I was a student of that, so that was my beginning.
So how did your filmmaking career kind of start alongside your professional career, or how did that work?
I went to film school at the University of Illinois. Always wanted to be a filmmaker, but when I graduated, there was a revolution going on in this country, and I dropped out, became a hippie, wrote a book, did a lot of drugs. Then I dropped back in. My generation did that, and it was acceptable, and you could. If you drop out now, I don't know if you can drop back in. Back when I was a kid, you could.
Do you think those ideas you picked up at that point in your life have stuck with you so far, especially in your art and your filmmaking?
Um, Not so much. It was more the professional, the Bauhaus and things like that contributed to it. That was an experiment in living that my generation went through, and it was required that we do that, and we did it, and it didn't work, and here we are.
Okay, well, it was really great talking to you. Is there any last things you want to say? Or?
No, you're a great interview, and I appreciate being selected and being at the festival. Thank you.
We're so happy to have you here. Thank you. Yeah.
Good deal. Thank you.